Thank you. Thank you very much, Raika, and really, you set the scene extremely well. Thank you. And we are set. Thank you and salamu alaikum jama'a. Inshallah intu kullakum kwaisin. It's a pleasure to be back in Juba. As Daika so eloquently said, we came back from 2 days of visits to Benchu, where we saw the floods and the impact of true climatic shocks and how it makes more people vulnerable. We went to Melakal and Renk and saw the returnees and the refugees come in every day from Sudan. And I must say, we saw a lot of suffering, we saw a lot of misery, and we saw a lot of hope and encouragement. And I do want to start by emphasizing something already said. The generosity of the South Sudanese people has been incredible to see in Melakal and Renk. Accommodating over 1 million people who have crossed the border either as returnees or as refugees in a time when we know many of them are vulnerable and need assistance themselves is nothing short of commendable and truly signals the humanity and the links between the communities. So a great appreciation from us in the World Food Programme to the people of South Sudan. I met a lady called Khamisa. Khamisa crossed over from the outskirts of Khartoum. She came with 2 kids, walked, she said, for days. She doesn't know how long it took her, but she walked, she got buses. Ultimately, weeks later, she made her way to Renk. And what she said is, everyone who received her has been gracious, assistance has been in place, the people were kind to her and her children, and she's looking forward to returning to Bahr al-Ghazal, where she is from. So many stories like Khamisa's were actually really heartening and positive to hear. I met Selma, a grandmother who came in with 4 children, and she crossed over from Sinnar. She's a refugee. She doesn't know where her daughter and the husband are, but she had the kids when the war broke out and she ran. And while she has been really grateful for the assistance that we provide collectively as a humanitarian community and with the generosity of the German government and others, she says she continues to pray for the war to stop, for the conflict to end, so she can return home. She, like my mother and like millions in Sudan, continue to pray that that comes true soon. But the stories that I tell you of misery and of hope, and our ability to assist a lot of these mothers and pregnant women and children would not have been possible without the support of the German government. In a world that is on fire, Germany made the time, through Daika and colleagues here, to come and visit and see for themselves what is happening here in South Sudan, both the generosity and the needs. And I really want to extend my appreciation also to you and to the teams behind you who enable all that, and to all the policy makers equally. Now, what's also interesting is South Sudan itself has been suffering a lot. The food insecurity is significant, and close to 60% of the population will be food insecure from April. We know that that means that the climatic shocks, overlaid with the economic crisis, overlaid also with conflict in parts of the country, have made it difficult for everyone to have food security. What I would like to say is the World Food Programme is present with many partners, some local and some international, and here to work with the authorities, to work with the communities, and it is something we collectively believe we can do together and address food insecurity in South Sudan. So allow us once again to thank all of you for your time, and to maybe end with a bit of hope that we are here, we are willing, and we continue with the great teams that we have to support. I can stop there.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Director General and Assistant